This week on Sailing Lady Africa.
The third battery has arrived, our third lithium battery.
Did we know it was gonna fit?
I measured it just.
But we didn't know we were gonna replace this, so we fell asleep and woke up to this loud bang.
Welcome to Sailing Lady Africa. I'm Ricky, and this is my wife Simone.
After 2 years of hard work on our boat, she's finally ready to take us from South Africa across the Atlantic to the Bahamas. Be sure to join in our adventures by subscribing down below.
Our president spoke about 2 nights ago and has stated that we are moving to level 1. International borders will be opening from the 1st of October, and that means that most likely Namibia will be following, so we need to get our boats into gear and get our boat finished and ready to set sail. We're looking at leaving around end of October, beginning November, because we do still have a few commitments. We need to go visit our family, as we are now auntie and uncle, and my brother's moving to the UK, so I need to go say bye to him. Our goal is to finish the boat at the end of this month. Hopefully we can do it. Ricky's just finishing up some of the boat projects he still has on other people's boats. Once he can finalize that, he can focus on our boat. So I'm doing the things that I can do on our boat. So let's kick out some boat tasks.
So I need to add those isolators to these 2 batteries. Even though the batteries, you can turn them on and off, I want to have it as a quick disconnect. So it means I need to get all of this out, get the cover out, and hopefully today our third battery is coming, which means we've got 450 amp hours, which is super awesome on this boat. With 70% discharges, we got plenty power available to run everything we want. So we're storing our paddle boards in here for now, but we need this to be a cabin again. So those paddle boards are going to get stored up front in those front lockers.
There's a lot of stuff we need to still sort out and get rid of, that's for sure.
It's beautiful in there. Looks like brand new engines. All of these cables need to get sorted out. The reason it's been like this is because we're still waiting for that unit to come. Disconnect the comms cable. We'll leave 1 battery in. The third battery has arrived, our third lithium battery. That's what these ones are here. And but these, so I'm just gonna redo the setup because of all the bridging lines and that. You want to make sure that everything's perfect in length, and I want to sort out also the solar and do the final setup. So I'm adding 2 isolators so I can isolate the batteries completely. Not only does it help, these batteries got a cheap pre-charger built in, and if anything's detected on the circuit before the startup of the batteries, they won't start up. So they fail to close the contactor, and obviously then you'll have no power. By having the isolators, it allows it to pre-charge, and I can do 1 battery at a time. And by doing 1 battery at a time, even if there's a fault in the circuit, and say if there was a major fault in the circuit, it would only damage 1 battery, as opposed to damaging all of them when they go through. So figure out a mounting sequence, and then this plate, it's just a piece of marine ply. Gonna epoxy bond it onto the hull itself, which is on the back end there, and the supply in, and then the 2 lines off which connect onto all the batteries.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and click on the notification bell to alert you every time we upload a new episode. And don't forget to like this video. It's a free way you can support our channel.
So that's what it looks like. 1 to hold the cable coming in, 1 to hold the cable coming out. Just more to neaten up. And then on, off, perfect. What I like to do on most of the stuff, I just put some VHB tape down, mix some epoxy over here, and then pull the VHP tape, put it on, so it means it holds it already in place while the epoxy dries. It means I can continue measuring the rest of the system out. It just speeds up the process instead of having to wait for that to cure. What's vital with these normal quick set fast epoxies, they're not very structural. I mean, they are pretty good, but they're nothing compared to the hardcore systems mixed with fillers. What's vital is that you mix them up really well. Generally speaking, the hardcore epoxies are the ones that are like a 4:1 ratio, something around that. That's generally the better epoxies, because there's not one that's just full of fillers to kind of make up for bulking. Bam, that's in. Now I can just start tightening up all these cables.
So what are these boxes for, huh?
These boxes are to put our breakers in and just neaten everything up nicely so that this room can be finished, done.
You know what's not done? The head.
What's wrong with the head?
We still gotta strap down our holding tank and connect
the gauge.
Yeah.
We better hurry up if we want to go sailing.
And do the, what's the name for it?
Do what?
The accumulator tank.
Yeah, we can smash in the accumulator tank today. Tomorrow we go sailing.
Don't talk shit.
We do need to go sailing maybe this week. To go test the sails. Make sure that we're getting prompter, and I need to adjust that the alternator charging. So ditch all those cables because they're too short. And now we put in I use my VHP little trick, which is to just put some VHP tape to hold it in place while I screw it in. Fair enough, that's not going anywhere. So now I'm actually cheating, yeah. What I do beforehand, and those wire strippers do look good, but they do work well. But they don't work well on solar cables. Solar cable is a double insulation. So what I do is I take this knife. It's just pretty much any sharp light knife. You could use a Stanley blade. And I go once around it, so I score it right through. And then I take it, put it on. Then it makes it look like it's coming off perfectly easy. But that means I'm taking off both shields at the same time. I push it in nice and deep until the ends come out just ever so slightly. In the HSC8 crimper, and then I trim off the tip. That I know that I've got wire all the way and it's not short.
Recutting and redoing the wires again and redoing our harnesses was super time consuming, but Ricky managed to finish.
That's the last one to go in.
Did we know it was gonna fit?
I measured it just. I knew it was a just fit. There we go. That's gonna be sweet. Now we got power, baby. Now we got real power. We had real power before, but now we got extra real power.
So Ricky's redoing all the harnesses because now that we have a third battery, which I didn't know, you're gonna have to redo all your harnessing again.
Yeah, so none of the lengths can be different. And well, good practice for all battery installs is that. But with lithium, it's one of the critical things. You're a little bit out, you'll pay the price. Not immediately, but with time to come, you'll pay.
After 25 million hours later.
All day. From this morning until now. And now.
It does look good though. It looks a lot neater.
So that's the whole new system. Check how compact that is. Everything fitting in here. Breakers, chargers, batteries, isolators. All in one compartment.
There's the one, if you turn the one on, it switches all of them on.
No, but they're all asking. They're waiting to get on. Brake is closing. And now they're balancing out. That's at 52%, that's at 69%, this is at 99%. So this is the brand new one that we've added now. These two, one was installed, one wasn't installed, so that we just could have some power. And now they'll equalize, and we'll charge them up and leave them on the charge a little bit, just so that all the cells can balance. And we can get each cell to 3.5, and then good.
While Ricky was away working on other boats, I got started on removing our water tank hatches.
So Ricky put Sika, or not Sika, yeah, I think it's Sika Flex, but like the really strong adhesive, and so everything's pretty much stuck. The bolts are stuck. I gotta screw them out. Can't just whack them out. That's the problem when you do things properly, is that you struggle to replace the things at the end of the day. But we didn't know we were gonna replace this, so we thought maybe we'd just get gauges to put in the tank, and then we were just like, oh, you know what, let's just get clear ones, and then you can just open up and see water levels, because gauges require electronics. They can go faulty. Sometimes it's better just to keep things simple. Less complications equals less problems. We've decided to change our water tank hatches into a clear see-through one, so we can monitor the water levels once we are in passage. And to remove the old ones we had is becoming a very big task.
Sweet.
So Ricky's managed to get the one off, and it fits. Cool.
Thanks goodness. Did the thing separate? Yeah, it separated. Thanks goodness I didn't sand the edge. Had I sanded the edge, we would have never gotten rid
Oh
of.
my word. So we're changing those to these ones so that we can see the water levels. And it's gonna be cool. It's gonna look good. That does look good. Okay, we just make sure we can open and close it though.
Yeah, that's just simple as opening there. Ah, good with water. All we need to fill up.
The new ones were a little bit bigger than our previous ones, so we had to resize the opening.
So we sanded the edges over there, cleaned up, acetoned. The tanks are empty and clean. Now we're gonna put this in, and then probably put a few screws in once this is cured a bit, and then we can fill up our tanks again, and we have new watertight lids. You happy with your new lids? Habagaboo?
Yep, no corrosion, no oxidation. They're gonna be good.
Plastic is fantastic.
Plastic is always fantastic. Except when it breaks.
And it's not so fantastic.
Shit.
So, ooh.
So you got to put it on with the lid like that, so that when you start screwing in, so what a lot of people do, they'll put it down like that without the lid, screw it in, and then when they try and put the lid on, it's warped. Same as the hatches, those under the water hatches. People do the same thing, leave the hatch open, put it in, screw it in, and then close it, and then it's slightly out of warp, and then they leak. So you gotta, there's a reason why you gotta bond it first and then seal each screw that goes through. That's the right way to do it.
Yeah, because plastic is relatively flexible.
Yeah, even thin aluminium, same.
We were deboozing up with our dinghy here on the start of lockdown. We left our little inflatable bottom in, and it kind of, I think with us moving around a lot and filling it up with water, which it's not meant to be done, but we did, we have a little bit of a tear over here, but we got PVC glue, so we're just gonna sand this down a bit and then acetone it and then glue it back. No more jaboozing in our dinghy.
Well, I don't think it's from jaboozing. I think it's just... Check the pressure. We over pumped it.
Okay.
And then it got hot during the day.
Doesn't come with instructions. It's PVC glue.
This is like normal PVC shit for your piping at home. It smells exactly the same as that shit.
How do you use that stuff?
Put it on and immediately go. And it dries real quick.
The wind was quite hectic the other night, and here it's very sheltered, so if I'm saying the wind was quite hectic, I don't want to know how it was outside of this harbor. We fell asleep and woke up to this loud bang, and when we came out to see what was going on, I'll show you what happened. So our boat hit the dock, or the pole that the dock is lining up with. See, so we have a little dent over there, which sucks because that means we have extra work, but it's not the end of the world. We'll fix it up and make it look like it never happened. But yeah, you just want to kick yourself because we should have moved forward and we didn't. Got all the stuff ready to tackle that job. So stay tuned till next week when we do our repair job and do a bunch of other boat tasks. Don't forget to subscribe below if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to join our Lady Africa family, you can do so by clicking on any of the links in the description below. Stay tuned with us because our trip to Namibia is coming up soon and we're super excited.